welcome back, friends. Gratitude, gratitude for so many of the opportunities the Lord provided for you. I thought we would. I've been a follower of medicinal marijuana. Um, Friends, I have a loved one, and he suffered from autoimmune disease. He suffered from Crohn's. And prayer was incredibly important in his healing. Prayer. We can say prayer about 22 times, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But after that, it would be diet, and it became also medical marijuana. So much so that I went up to Colorado and I spoke with marijuana doctors to look for, and I spoke to quite a few of them. And I also spoke to quite a few cannabis growers, from, what does they say, from seed to oil, from, and third-party testers. I was witness to a public debate. Our family was not too long ago in an educational setting on this very topic. I have spoken to legislatures, and I was in Austin talking to a whole host of people to get Texas to have a more sane policy towards medical marijuana. Micah, since you were in the industry, did you have any observations, or what was your experience in terms of a medical encounter with cannabis?
Yeah. So I think it's so interesting, I feel there's a sort of revolution in a way for the legalization, the full legalization even, whether it be medical or recreational, because just to see the push for CBD alone, the compound of the plant that won't even have psychoactive effects, but still has noticeable medical benefits for loads of people. I think it's a statement to America kind of like just how hungry the masses are in a way for this plant to not be criminalized and demonized even. There's such a brainwashing that went on, it feels like, ever since they realized the power that it had in some way, I guess. I don't know. It seemed to open up people's mind in a lot of ways. The psychoactive side, even the THC side, where it made people think more fascinated in a way because they were, I don't know, they got out of this standard sober mindset even. And because that's where it's tricky. I think it's so different from alcohol, and to see the acceptance of alcohol so worldwide and even just having such a big effect on the world in so many ways. And then to see the adverse demonization of marijuana has been so, I think people are just now so much waking up to like, okay, if we are so accepting of this poison, that people can drink, then why are we so quick to demonize this plant that literally grows from the earth and has immeasurable medical benefits for so many people? Like, I don't take any pain medicine ever for years now. I just use CBD and marijuana, and I don't have to take any type of Oxycontin or any of that. And I took that for a little while when I first got paralyzed, but I really didn't like it because it seemed to just the chemical imbalance or whatever it was doing in my brain. It made me feel not myself. And I think there's so many people in that situation where doctors are prescribing loads and loads of pharmaceutical drugs that might have a benefit for relieving pain, but the side effects alone are enough to try and avoid it, I think. And then
absolutely.
Yeah, so it's just this, it feels so clear and obvious to me now, and I think it's exciting to see so many people waking up to that and being aware of that. And especially in religious circles and stuff, because I think there's been uh, an extra demonization in some ways in a lot of religious circles and gatherings because they equate it with this idea of just
Okay,
non-sober mindedness, kind of, you know.
that's right. That's right. And intoxication.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair to the other side,
Totally.
those who might be aware of the demonic and spiritual side of things would know that a number of the marijuana that's sold with gangs and on the streets have, some sort of an evil type of a casting of a spell,
Mm.
some sort of sacrifice to some sort of demon entity and that sort of thing. And if they had encountered that, that could be another obstacle
Totally.
to the acceptance of cannabis. And I'd say, hey, I get that, but I know I would presume with your knowledge of the industry, and certainly the case with my son, what I'm talking about is a pharmaceutical grade type of component where you have it third party tested. There is no contaminants. It's organic. I mean,
Absolutely.
really, I'm down into the chemistry level. How is it extracted? Is it CO2? Is it
Mm-hmm.
alcohol? I mean, a variety of components. And I know when we were researching a solution for John, again, after prayer, the only avenue of the a healing was down the cannabis, and for him, for a small part, THC. That was because his pain was out of control and his pain medicine wasn't effective. He
Mm.
went through 6 or 7 infusions.
Man.
We did the medical route and it came up dry. It wasn't until I started talking to marijuana docs in Colorado and I'd encounter some of their patients and they would say, oh, I've been symptom 3 for 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
That got my attention.
definitely.
When I would speak in Austin with some committees. Invariably, somebody would come up to me, bless you. Somebody would come up to me, one lady with breast cancer, PTSD, whatever, wanting to know how could they get relief. And I'm sorry to say the TMA's response to medical marijuana is a whole lot like their response to HCQ for this current situation,
Yeah.
where they're AWOL. They're AWOL. And
Mm-hmm.
anyone, you talked about they're waking up. I think 2020, I was given a word. 2020 was going to be like vision. And people's up. And again, it's a choice. Just like your parents could not force you to be Christian. They can give you, because I'm a parent and a grandmother, so I know that. They
Mm-hmm.
can give you opportunity. They can give you opportunity. But you, the individual, still had that free choice, right? With love, you had the free choice to accept their gift and all that they give you, or you really do have a choice to not to reject it.
Yeah.
My friends, we do have a choice right now to be able to see those people who are so-called in charge of our medical lives, and we can choose to say, yes, they made some really great decisions and my life is really a whole lot better because of their decisions. Or we can choose to really look at it and say, um, I'm not so sure those decisions were really in my best interest. And I know that for medical marijuana, the decisions of the powers that be in the state have really fallen short for the people, really fallen short for the people. And I am so glad you found a way for it to be of help to you in the same way that we found a way to have it be in help for our son.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
Mm.
All right, my friends. I think we have one more episode till the next time. fides et ratio.